Hello class, my name is Kathleen Boozy. This is my midterm video recording for CIS 3367 by Dr. Adrian Wheeler. The topic that I chose was the impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment industry. My focus was mainly on unemployment and loss of revenue. I was in for the shock of my life. I was thinking that the entertainment industry was about movie and music. I was extremely wrong. I come to realize that the industry is way bigger than just movie and music. It has category and subcategory. I end up choosing three of the subcategory, which was the movie industry, the amusement park industry, and the sport event industry. Even with a large industry as the entertainment industry, the data was not what I was expecting. I could not find the kind of data that will allow me to do the kind of chart and data board I would have wished for. So the data that I did get, I cleaned it out in a large way to just give me data for the last 10 years, which was about revenue and employment. I could not find unemployment. It was mostly employment. So I took what I had and cleared out to get the data that I needed. So my first data was from labor first from Statista. So I created two chart with that. The first chart was the unemployment from 2011 to 2021, and is an accumulated of 10 years for every month. So you have January all the way to December, and from 2011 to 2021. And I created a chart that focused only on 2020. In January 2020, the unemployment rate was 3.5, but by April it was 14.8, which is four times. It had increased by four times from what it was in January. But by December, it only went down by like 50%. It still was at 6.7 from what it had double from what it originally was, but it increased down by 50%. So my next chart were from the subcategory that I chose to focus on, which were movie theater, and I did after cleaning my data, I have 10 years of revenue and unemployment. I did a chart that was focused mainly on 2020 revenue and employment, and I did a chart about the employment for the last 10 years, and I also did a chart for that combined both revenue and employment for the last 10 years. And on my dashboard, I have the data for 2020, data for the last 10 years of revenue, and data for the last 10 years of employment, and the combination of both revenue and employment. So as you could see, the data at the end of 2020 for the revenue were a negative number, which was 60.52%, and it was 56.87 for the employment. So it went down. And the following category that I did was the amusement park. And the final data that after clean that I had was this, which showed that Our 2020 data revenue was negative 62.1% and negative 41.4%. So this is my chart that focus on the 2020 data, and this is my revenue for the last 10 years. This is my unemployment this is my unemployment for the last 10 years, and the decrease is showed clearly for 2020. And this is a combination of the four chart that I created, which is the 2020 data, the 10 years revenue, the 10 years of employment, and the combination of both employment and revenue for the last 10 years. And lastly, my athletic event organizer, because I could not find something that had directly to do with sport event. So I did the next best thing, which is athletic event organizer. So his was my original data after cleaning. So he is my data for the last 10 years of revenue for athletic event. You can clearly see that for 2020 the data went down to negative 38.68, and the unemployment went down to negative to 24.95. And this is my dashboard with the 2020 focus data, the last 10 years for athletic event, the last 10 years for employment, and the combination of both revenue and employment. Thank you, class. I hope you enjoyed my video.